Hello, good afternoon. My name is Betty Msionza. I want to take you through public procurement, and our main reference points will be the PPDA Act 2015, the Public Procurement Disposal Act 2015, and the Constitution 2010. So the first item I'll start with is the definition of items. The first word that will define is the procurement. Procurement means the acquisition by purchase, rental lease, hire purchase, license, tenancy, franchise, or by any other contractual means or of any type of works, assets, services, or goods, including livestock or any combination, and includes advisory, planning, and processing in the supply chain system. The second one that will define is the goods. Goods includes raw materials, products, equipment, commodities, solid. The commodities can be either in solid, liquid, or gaseous form. Electricity and services that are incidental to the supply of goods, works, and services. The third word is the works. Works means a combination of goods and services for the construction, repair, renovation, extension, alteration, dismantling, or demolition of buildings, roads, or other structures, and they include the designing, building, installation, testing, commissioning, and settling up of equipment and plant, and we also have the site preparation. Another term that will describe is the services. Services means any objects of procurement or disposal other than works and goods, and includes professional, consultancy services, technical services, non-professional and commercial types of services, as well as goods and works which are incidental to but not exceeding the value of those services. Another word is the meaning of the term purchasing. Purchasing is the organized acquisition of goods, services, and works by a procuring entity in a timely manner at a reasonable cost. The last word that will define is the supply chain. Supply chain is a network of interconnected channels that is involved in the movement of goods and services inwards and outwards of an organization. There's also something else here that I'll need to tackle. The second part of this that I'll tackle is the functions of procurement department. The first function is identification of potential suppliers. In the identification of potential suppliers, it's upon the procurement department to ensure that they identify potential suppliers who can supply goods to an organization. Another one is in the identification of potential suppliers is also known as sourcing. The procurement department sources for the suppliers. Another one is the monitoring of potential suppliers. It's upon the procurement department to ensure that they monitor all the potential suppliers that have been identified to ensure that they are doing the right thing. Another one is the procurement department helps in the development of strong relationships with other departments. The procurement department also helps in verification of suppliers' documents, and the suppliers' documents include the RFQs, include the request for proposals, the request for quotations. Another one is the verification of suppliers' documents. The procurement department that ensures that it verifies the suppliers' documents. Another one is that it helps in the inspection of goods and services. Once the goods and services have been delivered in an organization, it's upon the procurement department to ensure that they inspect those goods to ensure that they are of the required quantity and quality. Another one is that it helps in the verification of suppliers' documents. It helps in leveraging technology to help in procurement functions. And the last one is that it helps in the disposal of obsolete items. I'll go to the third part, which is the principles of procurement. Under the principles of procurement, I'll handle several principles. And the first one is about accountability. In accountability, effective mechanisms must be put in place in order to enable officers discharge their responsibilities in the procurement department. Another principle is about the value for money. The buyer should benefit maximally from what is bought by the procurement department. Another one is transparency. Under transparency, enough information should be made available to all stakeholders to enable them apply in the public procurement. Another one is about the legality. Under the legality, the quality or state being in accordance with the law. It should be of quality and state of being in accordance with the law. And another one is integrity. Those in charge should be honest. And another one is fair dealing or fair competition. The whole procurement process should be done fairly. Another one is the consistency. The application of the procurement process should be the same across all the procurement entities. And the last one is the informed decision. The procurement department should be able to advise the organization to make an informed decision after the whole process. The last item I'll tackle is about the reasons why organizations buy goods, works and services. The first one is buying goods, works and services for an organization helps in cutting on current costs of production. The second one is that it solves the storage and logistics problems. The third one is the government policies and regulations. They are the ones that can make an organization buy goods, works and services. The another one is lack or shortage of in-house expertise. Another one is desire to maintain a stable workforce in the periods of declining sales. Another one is greater assurance of continual supply of the goods, services and works which are guaranteed from buying. Another one is changing to meet the new demand. Maybe there is a new demand in the market. And the last one is advanced technology. Maybe that organization doesn't have an advanced technology to procure that item, so they end up buying the item which will help them cut on some costs.